Hey guys and girls, this is the Prof from Prof Sanchez Collectables A to Z e-commerce store on eBay. My name is Justo Antonio Sanchez. I'm the proprietor, and today I'm going to be talking not about perfumes, but on my recent vaccination of the J&J Johnson and Johnson vaccine, okay, or the Janssen vaccine as it's called. Now, I've been over 30 years in the educational system and public school system, and also 10 years in the university setting, teaching adults English as a second language over here in Puerto Rico. So I take pride in being an educator, and I take pride on educating myself first before taking a decision. Okay, so it's very important that you educate yourself on the three vaccines, and because knowledge is power, and the more you're educated, the less anxiety you're going to feel. Trust me. Right now, I could say with confidence that all three of the vaccines are highly effective. Okay, so I know there's been some bad raps on the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, but soon I'm going to be getting into the details about it and my experience with the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. Okay, so first off, ya me vacuné, which translated means I am vaccinated. Okay, so 2 days ago on Friday, I was vaccinated with the Janssen vaccine, which is the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. That was the one that was offered to me, and I didn't hesitate, okay, because I studied all three vaccines and made an educated decision to take the vaccine that was offered to me. So that's my best, what can you say, my best advice to you is to take the vaccine that's offered to you, okay? Don't wait till you get sick and fall in the hospital and probably die before trying to get the vaccine that you want, okay? So the one that was offered to me was Johnson and Johnson vaccine, and so I made an appointment and I went this past Friday at 9 in the morning and took the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. Okay, here's my card. I'm fully vaccinated. Here's my name, Justo Antonio Sanchez. The others are covered because it's my birth date and the lot number of the Janssen vaccine. Okay, so I'm going to give you some advice. A lot of people on the internet and Facebook and social media are showing this card with their birthday and the lot number, and you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, there's been CDC has already said, and some other social responsible sites already said that there's a lot of fraud that can go on, and if they know your name and your birth date, you can be identity fraud. Okay, and they're even using the lot number of the vaccines. These scrupulous people, I don't know for what purposes. Okay, so that's why I covered both of them. Okay, so that's my advice to you: never show your card with your birthday and the lot number of the vaccine. Okay, do it like I did. I just did it like this. Okay, but I'm fully vaccinated as of April 9th, 2021. Okay, so what's all the fear about the Johnson and Johnson vaccine? Well, there's reasonable fear because of recent events that have happened in the Baltimore plant. Everybody knows that those human error caused 15 million vaccines to be invalidated. And recently, in a Colorado site, they had to stop vaccination because various people became ill because secondary effects of the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, and they had to, for precautionary reasons, close the site down. And I heard in another place, I forget, they had to do the same thing. Okay, but my advice is to take the vaccine that is offered to you, because you never know what conditions these people have. Okay, it all depends on your health. I'm a 60-year-old. I pride myself in taking care of myself. Uh, take my supplements and my vitamins. I feel healthy. I don't take any secondary medications for anything. I don't have any high blood pressure, any other conditions. So if you're like me, I don't perceive any adverse secondary effects to any of the vaccines. Okay. Now I've heard people, and I've had good friends that have other conditions, and you should consult with your medical doctor to see if you should suspend those medications before taking the vaccination, and then restarting those medications after you're vaccinated. Okay, that might stop that. You might get some severe secondary effects. Okay, so we don't know why these people that took the Johnson and Johnson vaccine got ill. They might have underlying medical conditions. Okay, so that probably frightens a lot of people. Okay, the secondary thing that might frighten a lot of people is that the Johnson and Johnson vaccine is not as effective as the other two, Pfizer and Moderna, that has shown 95% effectiveness and 94% effectiveness, and then they show that the Johnson and Johnson vaccine only has only a 66% effectiveness, a 72% effectiveness in the United States. Okay, but you can't compare the three vaccines because they were taken at different time periods. Okay, the Johnson and Johnson vaccine was taken at a later date, and they had a bigger clinical trial spanning three different countries. Okay, so they vaccinated people in South Africa, South America, and the United States, and the variants were already present in those places. So I feel that like that the Johnson and Johnson vaccine being with more demographic data, that actually it might be beneficial against those variants. Okay, we don't know. They're studying the three vaccines as it goes along, but in my opinion, the Johnson and Johnson vaccine might apparently be more effective against those variants. Okay, now all three vaccines, I studied this, are 100% effective in preventing severe illness and hospitalization and death. Now that's what you should look at. All three vaccines prevent 100% severe illness and death. Okay, up till now. So that's what you should look at. Okay, so if you get whatever vaccine is offered to you, take it. Okay, and don't be worried about the Johnson and Johnson vaccine because it's just as effective as the other two vaccines. Now, another thing that I found to be true is that the Johnson and Johnson vaccine becomes 85% effective after 28 days. Okay, since it's only one dose. Okay, you don't have to go back to get two doses like the Pfizer and the Moderna. So this gets better with age. It's like a wine. It gets better with age. After 28 days, it's 85% effective. So hey, I'd take those odds any day to prevent being hospitalized and even dying in a hospital. So those are information that you need to know, and you need to study, and you need to look up. Okay, you can find all this information on YouTube and these different websites talking about the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. Okay, so when I studied all that and they told me that I was going to get the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, I was confident that it will be just as effective, maybe if not better, with the variants going around now than the other two. Okay, so the Janssen vaccine on me, how did it work? Okay, so I went in at 9 in the morning and I took the vaccine, and as you can see, I was lucky that there's no redness, no soreness on the site where I was vaccinated. So thank God for that. I did feel, yes, a little soreness, but no redness. Okay, no redness. And on the first day, my sisters and I, which were also vaccinated, had no secondary effects at all from the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. Thank God. Okay, the first day went with no event. Okay, no side effects at all, and I thank God for that. Now on the second day, on Saturday, I took this on Friday the 9th, on Saturday the 10th, around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I did get, I started to notice I started to get a headache. Okay, it was a pretty bothersome headache. Okay, so I decided to take a Panadol, which is a acetaminophen, which is the same as Tylenol. I took a Panadol for the headache, and I decided to lay down a while till the headache passed, which it did. And at night, I started to get chills. Okay, now that was the bad part because it's really you start shivering like then you used to get those cold chills, and but it didn't last that long. I bundled up and. I didn't have a fever from the chills. Some people had fever from the chills. It was just chills, Um, but after a while, the chill subsided, and I went back to normal again. And my sisters didn't have any side effects again on their second day, so I was the only one that got the headache and the chills. Okay. Now on the third day, which is today, on Sunday, the 11th, I woke up. The only thing difference is that I rested more, and hydrated myself more. Um, and I woke up fine. I did all, I went out and did some yard work today, and I felt fine. The soreness has gone away and no redness, as you can see. And I pray to God that I don't have any more eventful episodes of secondary effects throughout these 28 days because this vaccine, the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, goes progressing, and the 28 days you're fully immunized, 85%. Okay, so I don't think I'll be experiencing any more secondary effects. I feel fine. I feel good. Okay, so that's my take on the Janssen vaccine, which is the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. In my opinion, it's good, excellent vaccine, just as the other two. And if you're offered it, have no fears just because you see the news saying that something happened over here or something happened over there, or it's not just as effective. Study, because knowledge is power. And if you study the vaccine, it is 85% effective in preventing hospitalizations and death. Okay, so that's the important thing that you need to consider. And so that's my take on the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. Hopefully, I'll be putting up some more videos on perfumes again. I've run into a problem that my main computer has gone down, and I'm talking on my laptop, and I have to put my video editing software on this laptop so I can edit my videos. Okay, so this one's going out without any addition. Okay, so take care and God bless my people and stay safe. And my recommendation is, as soon as you're offered a vaccine, get vaccinated, because that's the only way we're going to defeat this terrible disease, is by everybody getting vaccinated and creating a herd immunity. Okay, so over here in Puerto Rico, they're vaccinating at a rapid pace because my town is in red alert, and the surrounding towns, there's like 20 municipalities that are in red also because of the variants that are spreading over here. Okay, so So the governor is taking action, and he's speeding up the process, and there's being vaccinations every day. Every day there's people being vaccinated. And so the good thing about this one is I'm afraid of needles. So if one shot and that's it, people, I'm done. So thank God for that. Okay, so I think I've calmed your worries about the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. As I said, look at the don't look at other YouTube videos and other people spreading, like fear that this is not the effective vaccine. Do your research, okay? So and come to your own conclusion. And if you're offered the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, I would say yes, take it, okay? Whatever vaccines offered to you. Okay, so take care and God bless. This is Justo Antonio signing off from Puerto Rico.